Okay. All right. Welcome to Roots Magic on August 12th, State Fair Day. Going on with that. So I had said and I'm going to go ahead and try it, but the My Roots Magic, I can at least talk about how to get it started, but it won't go. So I'm quite irritated about that. So, but I thought we'd show it, and then maybe one of these days we'll get it fixed, or you can try it at home and see if it gets better. But if I go into my Roots Magic, oops, wait a minute. I forgot to do this something different. It helps if I say share screen. Now, I'll come over here and share that. And oh, I don't have anything there. Stop sharing. Okay. Share here. Share. Okay. And I'm going to go home. No, I can do it from here. I don't need to do that. You go into publish, and here it says My Roots Magic. And this is the one that lets you create a website, which is really great if it works. Now, Glenn got his to work, but that was a while back. And then then it kind of gave up on him the other day. I got to move this out of the way and close you up a little bit. I got to get things taken care of here.
Is there a low level version that this has for that ability, or would it work on which versions would it work?
I think it works on all of them.
Okay.
It should. Okay. So I've chosen, I went into publish and then My Roots Magic. And then you come over here and sign in or create an account. Now, this was my problem is when I tried to do this last time, I don't remember ever doing this. So I was just going to create an account. They said, nope, there's an account for that email address. And so I tried to then say, I forgot my password and it wasn't working. And then it turned out they had a problem with it. So I said, don't worry about it. So I did it this week. Again, I got a thing where, well, they sent me a link. I said, I forgot my password. It automatically sent me an email with a link on it, which didn't work. So I went into their help and, wrote up my problem, and I got an email and said, oh, here's the password, use this password, and you can change it afterwards. The forgot password function isn't working. I'm like, well, that's great to know. So I should be able to sign in now. So I'm going to put in my email.
You're not sharing yet.
Oh, it's not sharing because I've gone online. Okay, what's going on here?
It says
okay.
you've started
That's
sharing,
right.
but
Yeah, I've got to stop sharing and try another way. So why doesn't that work? Let's try this one. No, that's not going to work. This irritates me when you share. Is this it? Let's try this. Yeah. Okay. Do you see now where it says says sign in? Okay. So we'll sign in or create an account.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see my Roots Magic sign in. You're seeing that?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to sign in. And then I'm going to do a password. Hopefully that's the right password we're about to sign out. Yep. Okay. So we're in. And so I click to publish a new website. So I'm going to click on that. And then they ask me to put a tree name that will be part of your website address, because they're going to create a website for you. So I'm just going to say, I'll just say Jones. Jones test. Okay. And then a tree description. What shall we call that? Oops, what happened here? Tree description. What should we say? Jones. I'm going to say Dylan and Carissa Jones tree. Okay. And then I can filter who shows on the site. And we show only the people in the group selected below, or hide the people in the group selected below. I'm not going to use a filter. Okay. I'm just going to let everybody go in there. And then I can add a help page for visitors. So we'll have to figure out what that is. And then what's your date format? So it's the default. You could change it to other things if you wanted to, but I'll leave that as my default. Then I go next, and then the title on the page, and then I'm going to say Liam Jones family tree. And then I can write an introduction. I can add a picture. So if I want to add a picture, I can go over here and let's find a picture. Let's see if this actually works. I'll go pictures here. And what do we got here? Open. And so evidently I've got a picture now selected that they'll do that. I can place the picture above the introduction, and then I have to put in my contact name. This is kind of small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. I can put my name and address and my email address on it. So that would be for the next person. And then I'm going to go next. And what do I want to include? Notes, sources, photos, primary photos, web tags, privatized living people, probably you can do that. Links to other websites if I want to put those in. So I've got all sorts of options here. And then down here it says generate site. And when I generate site, oh, it worked this time, guys. Okay. And now, so they've taken my Jones and it says ready to publish. RootsMagic is ready to upload your site to my Roots. By clicking on publish, you're agreeing. Oh, I got this far last time. You're agreeing to the terms and conditions. So they have terms and conditions, which I tried to read and couldn't get to. But I'm going to say, I don't have to. If I click publish, it means I agree. And then I hit publish. And this is what happens. Nothing. And after 5 minutes, I decided it was never going to finish. So. Glenn, you've done this. How long did it take to create your website? Or maybe he has left.
I don't think it took 5 minutes. I think it just took maybe a couple minutes. And that's
Yeah.
with 3,100 people in the tree.
Yeah, this is not that big a tree. So I'm just, so I left there, and after a while I just said, well, because I really thought that the little circle should show that there's progress being made. And it just didn't work. So I was kind of irritated by the whole thing. So I will get a hold of them again and say, is there a problem with my heritage or my RootsMagic? I'm sorry, and see what's going on. But it works out well. Glenn has got one.
If you want me to share mine, I
Yeah,
can bring it up and show it.
Yeah, and of course now it's frozen, so I can't get out.
Where do you
Excuse
identify
me.
the website address?
They will give it to you.
Okay.
They will
It's a-
create it, and
it's-
so he'll see it just a minute here. Let me do this. I'm going to do task match, and I'm going to, come on. I am going to get out of RootsMagic. So,
Is there a limit?
and
Like, if I, say I have my tree where I'm the home person, so of course my parents, grandparents, great grandparents, all sides of my family,
Mhm.
are on
Mhm.
one tree. Can I break it apart and can I
Mhm.
publish like 4 grandparents? Can I
Sure.
publish 4?
Sure. You can have multiple trees. I don't know if there's a limit. I don't think so, but I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah. Glenn's, okay, I forgot to do
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I'm not sure
So
what the
Glenn, let
limit
me go
is.
in and make you co-host. Come on, where's my participants? And Glenn, I'm going to make you co-host again. Yes, go for it. So you can show it now. It's most frustrating.
Well, this is the tree that I've been working on. It's descendants of William Travis that was born just before his family landed in Philadelphia in 1774. And this is my description of it. It's basically a tree of all the descendants I could identify, but I stated here that it's from census and Find a Grave and obituaries, other published sites, so it may have errors in, and I'd like to have corrections. But it's got my contact information here.
I was going to say, if Lyle was asking about the address, so you notice up here, it's sites.rootsmagic.com/William-Travis descendants. They used your name for the tree,
Yeah,
but they will assign, because it's a Roots Magic, they also give you the option to see if the name is available. You know,
Okay.
you click on it and see if it's available, and if it's not, then you fix it. So go ahead. Go ahead,
But they're
Glenn.
they're all sites.rootsmagic.com/whatever name you've picked for it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But there's an index of names and a pedigree chart here that I could click on. But over here on the left is this is the home page I'm looking at now. The name index lets me jump right to any letter of the alphabet. So if I want to jump over here to Yorks, I can see that, yeah, there is a York in there. And that's my dad. So I could go to him, and it gives me the details about him that I've got in there. And then he's got 2 living children.
Mhm.
I can also go up here and show his tree, but I don't have any ancestors for him because he's not on the Travis line. My mother is. So this is showing now me, and my mother here is a Travis descendant. So this tree is limited to the Travis direct descendants. So that's why I don't have anything on my dad's side except his name in there. But this, I can navigate on back. Should be able to go. Oh, I don't know why it didn't. It should let me go on back. This is my third great grandfather that came to Madison County, Iowa in the 1850s, and his children. I don't know why it's not letting me follow his line on back.
Okay,
Maybe.
your option was pedigree. What if you click on pedigree? No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's
On the side. What happens when you do that? Nope.
Well, let's try this. If I go to Travis's, and we got 384 Travis's in here, but if I go to William G, this is the immigrant ancestor that was born just a day or two before the family landed in Philadelphia, and his spouse and children. So there's big families I've been trying to search all the descendants of. But it's basically a tree that's online and you can navigate it, and it's fairly easy to create.
So can you see the big pedigree chart? I mean, well, you were trying, it wouldn't go, would it? Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
Well, you can go to the root. It lets you go back to the root person.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently, when I uploaded it, it must have had a problem or something that it didn't, that's showing from me.
Yeah, you're the root person, I'm assuming.
Yeah. But it doesn't, I don't know
It's
why it's not carrying that, line on back farther. It should.
mm-mm. Unless there's a limitation, I don't know.
I don't think there
Um,
is because the, Madison County, Gen website has a much bigger tree and I haven't
mhm,
had any trouble navigating through it.
mhm.
It's
Okay.
a RootsMagic tree.
Okay.
And it does have a help here that explains a little bit of what the different icons are, the pedigree view or individual view or family view.
Now, the way you have it set up, you could share the address with anybody, with people that you want to invite to look at it. It is also discoverable if anybody happens to be typing rootsmagic.com and gets the combination of your name. Other people could find it, right?
Right. This
Okay.
is a public website, but
Mhm.
the William-Travis-Descendants might be a little challenging for somebody to guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, it is linked. There's a guy that's working on a Travis one name project in England, and he does have it linked to his website. So
Okay.
anybody that's on his one name project that's interested in this Travis family, he can he shares the link to come to this tree.
Okay. Okay. All right. All
I'll
right.
go ahead and
Okay.
close that out.
So one of these days we will get this to work or die trying, because it is a nice way to be able to share your tree with somebody if it works. But right now it seems to be an issue, or maybe it's just my talent that we don't do very well with it. Okay, so I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to open it up again. So that is part of it. Okay. I'm going to come in, I'm going to share, and there we go. All right. When I went in yesterday, there was an update. So you need to check when you go in, see if there's updates. I'm not too sure what the update was. It's always interesting to know. And cosmetic issues primarily. So that was what was going on. So let's go back to my RootsMagic. So I thought I thought we'd kind of talk about some basics as we go through here.
We're just seeing a blank screen yet.
No, okay, it's blank on your scene. Wonder why it happened. Okay, let's start it over again. Share. Share. Now, come on now. There it is. All right, now it's there. So I'm going to pull up my file and talk about some basics. And one of the things which I thought was interesting, I'd forgotten about this. When you add a fact, you can take the fact and you can add multiple people. Do you all know that? I bet you Claudia knows, right? Yeah, she's quiet. Okay. So let's pretend I'm going to do Thomas Patrick here. And I'm going to open him up. And let's say I've got a census here in 1905. Okay. So I have selected that's a census, is what it is in Kansas. And I come over here and let's make this a little bit. Can I make it bigger? Let's make it bigger. Okay, and I come over here and where it says fact items, it says shared, all right, shared right here, and it's 0. So I'm gonna click on my little arrow and it says share fact. And so now I can start putting everybody in that I want to share the fact with. So in 1905, all of his children were there. So we're just going to kind of start. I think I can only do one at a time. So let's do Andrew. Andrew's there. Okay. So I'm going to say Andrew. And I'm going to say, okay. And then it comes over here. And you notice it says Andrew Joseph McCormick witness. And that's what they're going to say. Well, he's not really a witness. So I want to change that. I wanted his role to be something other than witness. So I can add a new fact. I could just say family. I could say son, daughter, obviously. So I'm going to say he's the son. And that's what he is there. Okay. So there's my witness. Okay. And shared with. And now I have shared one time, but I'm going to share some more. So I want to go over here. I'm going to share a fact. I'm going to go to the next. Now I'm just going to, this is, it's a little bit awkward, but it works. So I'm going to say, we'll go into, let's do Nell. We'll add Nell. Where's Nell? Nell Bridget. So I'm wondering if, do you think you could do more than one at a time? Let's do Nell and Michael because they're brother and sister and see what happens. Okay. Yep, they're both there. So I could have made this a lot easier. And so Michael's the son, and we'll go back, and then we'll do Bridget's the daughter. Okay, but let's go back and we'll just start sharing a fact, and I can continue and put everybody else in there. I can do who can we do? We can do Thomas. Where's Thomas? Thomas Patrick. There's Thomas Patrick. And we can do, I did Michael already. We'll do Con, Uncle Con. There's Con. Come here, Con. I'm missing some. Oh, we'll do Elizabeth Bernadette, and we'll do Cornelius, and we'll do, where's Mary? We're going to get all the kids in there. Since I'm doing this, we're going to do it now. We'll do Mary C. And we'll do Andrew. He's the one that kept the old spelling of the name. And Andrew Joseph. Okay. So I'm going to say, okay. And now I have them all here. And so I have everybody listed that was the family members that were all with him. I think I'm missing somebody, but I have no idea. One. So how many did he share with? So that's all right. I'm not going to change it. And I now have shared it with 8. There's 9 children, but I'd already done my grandfather, so he's on there. So now I have all 8 children there for this for his census record. So I think that's, and if I go looking at it, let's go back and to my people. Come on. Why can't I get through that? Do I have to close this down? Why can't I get this to work? Oh, that's my edit person. Okay, now I got my people. So let's find somebody here. McCormick Andrew. Where's McCormick Andrew? Andrew Joseph. Let's see what he shows up as. We'll click on that. And now I have them in here as 1905 as a witness. I didn't change it to son, and he is here. He's in here twice. I got a little carried away. And it says, tells me that he shared with Thomas Patrick. Is where it came from. So does anybody else do that? Or do you even do the extended family much? Crickets? Anybody there? Have I lost you?
I brought mine over from the other program. And
Yeah,
with that
Eileen.
one, you could click on family and share or put something in that and it would run it through. And I had
Okay.
a book that was 276 pages completely
Holy moly. Yeah.
full of text. And I started out and I was smart enough to, in the family area, put a page number for the family. And I was able to make an index for this 276 page document, which was really wonderful
Yes.
for everyone who owned the book. But that
Good.
wasn't exactly like this.
No, you can. Now there is another fact that you can add, and it says fact. And it says census family. For some reason, I ended up with residents. I have no idea why, but census family. And I don't know how that works. So let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens. Select spouse. That's fine. Okay. And then what? Okay, I can share. I can start sharing again. But it looks like 1905. And we'll just I'm spelling county wrong. They're going to be quite upset with me. Okay. There we go. And now if I want to share fact. So it doesn't seem a whole lot different than what I was doing before. So let's do McCormick Andrew. There he is. Okay. And it shows it with, so using census family is not a whole lot of difference than just using census. So that's it.
I don't remember when or where I heard it, but I was thinking that some of the sessions that I've been to, they recommend not doing the shared on the census or the shared fact because, I mean, the family like you just did, because if for a reason you need to do a GEDCOM or something, it won't come across.
Okay. So I'm
I don't know,
wondering,
maybe Glenn or Stacy can remember it, but I just remember more times than
Okay.
not in RootsMagic's groups that everybody says don't use the family census.
Okay. But the shared one work, do you think?
I don't, it's
Don't
one of
know.
those things like I just don't remember, but I do remember that the
Okay.
family one is one they said
Doesn't,
for sure
don't do it.
use it.
Don't do it. Okay. Yeah. So this is my Thomas. I mean, I filled in some various things. Here's a land claim. And I think I have don't know what I have here. I have a file there that I can find. Land entry track book from some documents that I have. There's a census. I got a census. I'm going to delete the family census. So, does that delete the family census? Yeah, it deletes the family census. Yes, delete. Okay. Then he swapped the land for a bar. Then his wife made him re-swap it. We got a census. I've got this in twice, 1905 census. There's his burial. There's his death, which is, okay, a little awkward. It has his burial after his death or before his death. So what I can do is I can go on my burial and I can say, what is it?
AFT.
What? AFT.
AFT.
The 18th. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now it's back, it's below there. So AFT for after this date. So now it's in there. So that's good. And this contact is a little weird. I don't know why that's down there, but we'll see. That was an example, I'd say. Yes. Okay. So, you know, I've worked on that man a lot, and I have some other things to go with him, but that's it. So I like the idea of being able to share. I know that you can do that on Ancestry too. So that helps a bit. It saves some time and effort. The other tying is splitting a tree. Splitting a tree. So we will close this. And we'll go down here. So I want to go back to my roots, my root person, that's my home person, that's me. So let's say you want to give your dad's side of the family is having a reunion, and they would like to have a tree. They don't care about your mother's side at all down here. They just don't care, which is really rude. But they don't. So can I split that tree off? Not split it so that can I copy part of it? I guess that's the phrase. So the first thing I have to do is I have to go home and I have to create a new file. Okay. I want to create a new RootsMagic file. It's an empty file. I want it to go wherever I normally put it. And I'm going to say mom's tree. Okay. So I now have that. And I have to go through all the various file options, but I'll just take the defaults. And eventually it will pop up, I hope. Okay. So there's mom's tree. Okay. I also have this tree. So I'm trying to get, now this is where I get, there we go. So I have both of them up and running. I don't want any of this stuff. Where did this come from? And yeah, there we go. Okay. So what I can do, and this is so easy, it's scary. I just click on my mother. Okay. And where'd it go to? That's not supposed to happen. There we go. Okay, guys, what do I have to do to make this both be open at the same time? Oh. I want this one to be small. Nope, that's full size. Okay. Come on, make it. Okay, I'm making it smaller. We're just going to make it small best we can. And I have squished it a lot. But what I can do is I'm going to click on my mother and just drag and drop it and put her over here. Okay. And I'm going to say, okay. You notice she's still here in the original one, but she is now over here. Oh, I didn't answer the question. So let's do this. We're going to delete her. Delete the person. I knew there was something. Yes, they asked me a question. I didn't answer it. So I'm going to, again. Oh. Okay. Okay. They only copied one person. So I want to bring her over here. And they ask, what do you want to do? And I want the ancestors and descendants of my mom. Okay. Up to 10 generations. So I'm going to say, okay, now this is better. And they're copying 206 people. Okay. So now she's still over here in the original one, but she is also here. And it just starts with her and goes on as we go through. So it's a very simple way. And so now the original one still remains, but I now have one that's just mom's side of the family. And so I could share that with one of her, cousins as we want to go through there. The color coding case stayed the same, it looks like. So I've got blue and yeah.
You show
So-
that tree?
Hmm?
That
You don't see the tree?
monster- It's not showing.
We're just seeing your
Why?
big tree.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why that is, but we'll come back over here and we will get rid of we'll close the big tree and see if the small tree. Oh no, cancel that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what goes wrong with this. Do you see anything that says mom's tree now, or are you still the big one? Why would you?
Still seeing the big one.
Okay, let's go over here, file. I'm going to close a file. Let's go back into it. Open. I don't get it. Well, where's my options to close a file?
Right there.
Right at the bottom.
Where?
The
Down at the bottom?
middle.
Oh, there's the close the file. Okay, there, we'll close that file. Okay, and here is the other one. There it is. Okay, it's still there.
So I have a
you-
question.
Go ahead. But I was gonna say, you notice I've got blue here and brown here.
Sure.
I only have 2 colors because those were you get 4 colors.
We still don't see it.
I'm still not seeing it.
It says you are screen sharing, stop sharing.
We're seeing
heck? Well-
the screen where you closed the one file. So
Well, we'll start over again. We'll just go up here and we'll see what this one is. Share. Now, do you see a screen? Yes, you should see this. Do you see a tree?
No. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, okay, there we go. There's the tree. That's the one that starts with my mother. And you notice this part is, the top part is blue and the bottom part is brown. That's the colors that were brought over from the original tree. So we go from there. I mean, I could go in on this one and change some combinations. Okay, somebody started to ask a question. Was it Stacy?
Yeah.
What?
So when you split apart your tree like this, you have copies. So now you have 2 instances of your mother and everybody in her line.
Right.
When you are working in one or the other, do your
No.
updates go through or
No.
do you have to update each separate instance?
Yeah, you would have to. So what I do is I'd probably delete this one. If I'm making changes, I would make it on my big one because that's the one I'm always going to keep. I delete this and just create a new one with the changes. Does that make sense? Am I?
Yeah, that
That
makes
makes-
sense. I'm just
yeah.
trying to figure out then, like if I just had a family reunion, it's the Edelman line. And if I break off the Edelman part and publish it, and then I go back and I work on my big tree that's got everything,
Mhm.
and so I have to recreate then my Edelman tree after I delete it, make my updates,
Well, the other option you have is you can, if you've been working on the Edelman side of it, you could delete it from your other big tree, that part, and then copy and bring that over to your big tree, over to the big tree. Is that-
Okay, because then I wouldn't want to have to then go back and republish it on the website again.
No, you would have to, anytime you make changes on your website, I don't know. No,
On the-
it picks it up. It picks up the changes from the
It
website.
should, on the tree
Yeah.
that's linked to the website, it should.
Yeah, it should. So that's what's going there. But yeah, so you would, yeah. So you would, if you've made changes onto your Edelman one and you want those changes to be reflected in your big one, you would have to lop off the branch on your big one and bring the Edelman over, which is always kind of scary. Merging is scarier than
Yeah,
splitting. We can talk about that next time, but it's scary.
or we can hope for
sometimes.
an enhancement where they eliminate the need for that.
Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, so, but these are not linked. Now you can compare two trees
Oh,
to see if there's any difference. Okay.
okay.
Now, how do we do that? I don't know. Is it under tasks? Nope. File. I saw them talking about it, but I don't know how it's done. So I will, what tools here? Copy,
Compare.
compare. Where's the compare?
Upper
There's the
right-
compare. Yeah,
upper
there's
right.
compare. Yeah, there's compare. So I could take two of them. So I could take mine. Let's see, where's my big one? Where'd it go to? I could do this one. And I could do, are they identical? Yes, no, they are not identical. So this one is my mom's tree, and this is my big tree. Okay. And so I go through there and I can see where I can compare as we go through there. And if you find something that's different, and then all of a sudden it stops. Okay. But you're not seeing you're not seeing the, well, we come down here, you know, if I click on Henry Twitchell, I see here and I see here, but you'd have to click on them one by one and then tell them which one you want to have. And you could compare them and you can move it over as you go through that. Okay. It says only show people with differences. So for some reason they are different and I don't know why, because I just copied them over. The record number is different, but that's the only reason. That's the only.
So the one
difference.
tree you're looking at is a RootsMagic 9 and the other one maybe isn't. Or are you using RootsMagic 9?
No, what's the newest one? 10? Yeah, I'm
Yep.
using 10. I'm using
Well,
10.
the one you're comparing says RootsMagic 9 files.
Really?
Or that's where it's living. I don't know where your new one's living, but it says RootsMagic 9 files, St. McCormick.
Yeah, no, they updated it to 10. So that's what we've got there. So I think it's just that's where it's living, and I didn't change the file name. It got updated. So that's what we can do there. But then I can go in and I can make changes on some of my things that I can't find anything. Okay, and I always love this one. Mary Jane has a big red, and she was 13 years old when she was married. Who knows how old she really was? I know when she was married, but you never know how old they really are. This has got a red sign because I don't have a last name. This one I don't have a name for Henry. This one is Margaret Maybe. I think Margaret's, and it's missing a surname, but we'll find out someday. I don't know what her surname is. So that's my Irish line. So it's there. You can do some interesting things with it. So you, John Lewis, you were, how do we fix it if I've got two? Okay.
I have a couple, and two of them are the parents
Mm-hmm.
of one of their children, and one of them is a parent of the other child, even though they've been married all this time.
So you have the couple in twice, and the first couple shows one child and the second couple shows another child.
Well, when I do a printout, it shows that, when I put them on the tree, they're
Mhm.
there with with one line down to two children,
Mm-hmm.
with between the two of them, and then it shows him with one line down to this other child.
Okay. Mm. Can you email me the tree again? Can we do that? I don't know if you can do that or not. Oh, well, I'll have to think about that. I may have to meet you down at the library and see what's
Okay.
going on. Okay. I'm going to be down there tomorrow because I've got a meeting at 2. So I could be down there before then if you want to meet at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Would that work?
I keep thinking I'm gonna run across it. You know, I look in the various options of correcting it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that moment to come when do one of these two. But
Okay.
but
Let's pretend I'm doing this one. Let's bring him up. And it's not here. Lord, where was it? That's not him. What?
uh,
Trying to figure out, because I'm looking for somebody that has okay, so here he actually that's correct. She's got 2 husbands. Delete the fact. I don't want to do that. I don't remember. There was something. Because Stacy, remember we found it. We're like, oh, okay, that was easy. Tools. Here we go. Merge duplicates.
what was that under, Teresa?
Well, this one says merge duplicates. I don't know. Let me see what's this.
Where's the chart?
I'm up in the very top where it's got a wrench. It's
Okay.
got a tool.
All right.
Yeah, but that's not.
Well, I use a one up totally up in the corner, the
Yeah.
one that looks like a little painter's palette.
Yeah.
Just to the right of find
Yeah.
everywhere. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
this?
two, move it over two icons.
This one here.
Try that.
That's a paint command.
Oh.
That's your command palette. So well, maybe it's in here.
Yeah, go down
Let's
to help.
see. Duplicate search and merge. That might be it, but I think there was something different. Rearrange spouses. Swap the parents in this family. That was the one, Stacy, you turned out you should use, right? Because
Yeah,
you got the husband and the wife backwards.
yeah.
So rearrange spouses. That's kind of strange. If I go into this, I'm going to go home. Oops, sorry about that. You're not going to see what I'm seeing, but I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to online help. And let me see if I can find something here that it says duplicate spouse. It's not spouse. No results. Okay, working with. Okay, that was a nice try, but it doesn't.
Well, I think go back on up where we were on the upper right. That.
Okay, I got to get back into my file. No, people. Upper right. Okay. Got options here. Help, check for updates, learning,
Okay.
register, technical support,
Go
RootsMagic.
to the icon third from the right.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay, your palettes. So we have add a
Now
child,
drop
add
down
an
and see if
individual.
drop down and see if there's a help.
A help.
Uh-huh.
Help.
Yeah. There you go.
Nothing's happening.
Well,
Nothing.
what happened when you punched help?
Yeah, nothing happened. So let me go back to that. What's going on here? What happened? I did the wrong thing here. Come here. Now I can't see anything. Can you hear me at all?
I
I
can hear.
I can't get my Zoom to come back. Oh, what did I do? There it is. That's what happened. Let me make it full screen. Okay. It went way up underneath my thing and so that's all right. I don't know what it is, John. I will have to
Well,
look.
okay.
I will see.
think
I will do some Googling as we go through that.
I've
Hello,
taken
Doug
enough of-
Larson. You're here. You
taking
snuck
enough of
in.
everybody's time. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. So, has anybody done anything? Has anybody input anything into a RootsMagic file in the last month? You guys,
No,
you, you guys faithfully come to these and I'm like, but you're not using it.
Well, I've been doing quite a bit of it.
Yeah,
but
you have.
Nothing very exotic.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So we go from there.
Oh, I've been adding names and stuff to it.
Good, good.
I did a cemetery visit over the last weekend
Mm-hmm.
out to our territory closer. Elkhorn Kimballton.
Yep. So, and what did they, I always ask, how large a cemetery was it? Did they have, I love the ones that actually have a little guide to where people are buried.
The one in Elkhorn has got a guide I have never seen before, and I do not know how they do it. It's elaborate. Somebody spent a lot of money putting this thing together. If you can visualize a glass encased closure, face high, with 4 columns in it,
Mm-hmm.
4 circular columns, each column holds a page that's wrapped around that column. You spin a wheel on the outside and it turns that cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot, me and the gentleman who was with me cannot figure out, there's the Elkhorn Cemetery is a fairly good sized cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And every time someone dies, they have to update. If they want to keep it up to date, they have to update those sheets of paper.
Paper, yeah.
You know, you have it printed off and then you add it to the cylinder that A through H and H through, you know.
And what happens when you get large enough that it doesn't fit on the paper anymore?
Why, I don't know. We haven't
Yeah.
figured.
Yeah.
The last cylinder's got a lot of blank space, so there's room for
Okay.
growth, but
Okay.
still.
So they have to replace all 4 of them in effect.
They have to replace, if somebody with the last name of A
All 4 of them have to be
dies, they have to
replaced.
go all the way down the line and add.
Yeah, that's,
I don't know how they do that. It's gotta be somewhat expensive.
yeah, I would think so. I would think so. But
But
it doesn't,
I run into a problem and I haven't solved it yet. I'm having a devil of a time trying to print the names of everyone that's in a given cemetery.
are you creating a group?
I've tried all of it. I can't, I've tried it with 3 different cemeteries and I don't get any names attached to that cemetery. I've
So
tried-
do you create let's see,
A list.
do you create a group of everybody that's buried in that cemetery? Okay, and then I'm wondering if you can print the group. So let's go back in. It's opening up. Oh, that's QuickBooks. Geez, you don't really care about that. Cancel. Okay. They're right next to each other. Okay, so here I am. So let's say I want to create a group. That's down here somewhere, isn't it? Is that group? Oh, that's family. History. Bookmarks. Groups. Okay. So I want to create a group. And I'm going to say Elkhorn cemetery. All right. It's a simple group that lets you select. Or I could do it under rules, which says, let me set my rules. And here's my search rules. I am doing select a group, and I know it's nobody. There's got to be a way to do this.
I've tried to help here and I've gone online for,
Select or clear a person. Okay, let's see what we do. Claudia, you do groups, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, because it's like create a group.
Yeah, I got to that. That's my search. I don't want to search. I want to create.
So you
Add a new
selected the
group.
group.
Okay. Oh, set rules. I have to go into set rules, right? There we go. Okay, here's my search rules. This, that's not right.
I think you have to mark, don't you have to mark the group
Mark
first?
them, yeah, but I'm trying to, I smelled more.
Don't you, isn't it the, oh. See if I can get a
Let me see what
screen
happens
open.
here.
I got something else going right now. If you do,
That's not it. Because there's a way
there,
that you
okay,
go.
back,
Okay, go back.
back.
Okay.
At the top, mark.
Uh-huh. By data fields. That's what I want to do. Mark by data fields. Okay. And if I do that, I'm going to select a field. And what did you put the cemetery name? Is it under place or description?
Elkhorn Cemetery.
Huh?
Yeah, but where did you put it? Under
Where-
burial, or what was the fact you used to put it there?
Well, I don't need the fact.
Well, you need to find out the field that he put it in.
Yeah.
So select field and you have to pick out a field.
Mm-hmm. And did you put it under
Uh,
burial?
Oh, wait a minute, I'm trying to do two. I'm trying to look at yours and do my own.
Okay. Yeah, look at yours and we'll see what happens.
On that drop down, does it give you some choices, Teresa?
For what? Burial?
No, under the select field, there's a drop down arrow on the right hand side.
Yeah, and I did. I dropped down and it says I picked burial. If that's what
Okay,
he
I
does.
can't see that. I couldn't see what you did.
Oh, I wonder why.
Burial and
Okay.
then equals.
Okay,
Contains,
burial. Okay, now it's burial and then place or description. So so what did you use for a place when you did a burial?
Elkhorn.
Elkhorn. So I'm going to say the place equals
contains,
Elkhorn.
contains.
Yeah, we want to do contains because Elkhorn.
You don't want to use equal.
Yeah, contains. Okay. So, okay. And I think that should be enough to create a group, as
Right.
long as you don't have more than one.
Well, I don't get anybody in the group. That's my problem. Everything keeps coming up zero. I've tried Elkhorn and I've tried Elkhorn Cemetery.
Are you doing contains rather than equals?
Yes, I think I am.
What does your burial fact actually say under
Yeah.
place? If you open your burial fact, what does it say on the right hand side?
Elkhorn, Shelby, Iowa.
Okay, so Elkhorn.
So that's not a cemetery.
Well, that's where it is. That's the place. The burial took place there.
So I want burial place
Place.
contains Elkhorn, Shelby, Iowa.
Just do Elkhorn.
Just Elkhorn.
Elkhorn, see
tried
what
them all.
happens. Try that one. I'll try mine. How's that?
All right, I can watch yours. I
Let's
can't
see.
watch you and watch my own.
Let's see what happens. Okay.
Chapman
I get-
is, what's Chapman?
And I got 13 of them. That's the town that my family's from. Okay. And I said, okay, so I have 13 people that I said were buried in Chapman. So now I have a group. So let's go back. I don't want that. Oh, that may be where that ended up. Okay, so now, where'd my group go? Here's my groups. I don't have a group. I've lost my group. Create a group. Chapman Cemetery. Select people. Okay. Mark. By data fields. Burial place contains Chapman. Okay. Okay. They are marked. Supposedly, out of curiosity. Let's see. Yep, there they are. They're marked down here. Okay. Now I want to create a report. Right?
Okay, this is a two-stage process.
Yeah. Now that I've got them marked, I want to publish. Oh, what's going on here? Let's see if this works. Now I want to publish. Is that custom report? No. Okay, let's go
I don't,
back.
did you save that group? Did you save them?
I thought I did. If I didn't, I'm screwed. Let me go back to my people. Nope, I've lost my group. Why did I not, where was I given the option to save it? Let's do it again.
Trying to clear off something I'm working on. Give me a minute or two.
Okay. I'm going to select people. We're doing it again. Mark. By data fields. Place Chapman. Okay. And now they are over here. There they are. There's everybody that's buried in Chapman that I put down there. So I say, okay. So how do I save it? I don't see an option. I don't see a option to save it.
Okay, Teresa, try this.
Yeah. What?
I think.
Do you want to show it if I make you?
No, I can't because of something else I've got on my screen.
Okay. What do you got?
Okay. Go back to your add a new group.
Okay, let's go back. Here's my add a
Okay,
new group.
plus.
Just a minute, I
Okay.
have to cancel this. Add a new group.
Okay, okay, and just put a name on it or something. I don't.
Chapman.
Just see
I
if
put
this will
Chapman.
work, and then go to rules.
Set rules.
The
No.
button. Push the button. No. To pick rules. There's a type, and then right there rules,
Oh, rules. Okay.
and then set rules.
Okay.
There's a save option right there.
But you don't have anything picked yet.
No,
And
Click
then
the
then do a plus. And then go down to criteria
Okay.
and then edit criteria.
So this is totally different than what we did last time. So we're going to go down to burial.
Just take the top, select field, the top field there and put
There we go.
burial contains.
Place contains, we'll say Chapman. Okay.
And say okay.
All right.
And then you should be able to say okay again,
Okay.
I think,
Here's my save.
and then save.
Okay. So now,
So now if you look at your groups down below on that screen,
there's Chapman. Okay.
there's your
So it's
Chapman
totally
group.
different than the way I was going at it. So it's totally wrong. Should we do it again, Doug?
Yeah, please.
Okay, okay. So we hit the plus for groups. We came over here and we hit the rules. Okay,
I mean, I know there's another way to do it, but this one,
You need to give
this
it a
works.
can
name.
see
Then
right
we hit,
now.
we hit set rules. Oh, I
Put
didn't
a name on it.
Yeah, I didn't put a name on it, so we'll try it again. Name, we'll call it Doug,
Yeah.
Doug's.
Okay.
Okay, so we put a name on it. We've select rules, set rules, click the button.
Whoa,
add
whoa,
the
back up. Which button did you click? Oh, the plus?
The plus button. Okay, and now I'm gonna go
Now,
down.
this is
to
how you
I'm
could
gonna go
do the
down to criteria.
criteria, but Doug, when you're on this screen, if you ever want to create a group for descendants or ancestors or anything like that, you've got the option there
Mhm,
to choose those.
mhm. But he wants to do
The
cemeteries.
cemetery, I know, but while you're
Yeah.
on this screen, you could do that.
Yeah.
I see it, yes.
So now we're gonna hit criteria. And I'm going to edit my criteria. And I'm going to select a field, and in your case, it was burial. Okay, and we selected place, contains, and I would have said Sheldall in there, but now I'll put somebody else in there, get a different one. Junction City. Okay, let's see if I get anybody. I'll say okay. And I'll say okay. And now I will hit save. Okay, and here's Doug, and I have 17 in that. So let's go see if that really. Now, if I want to see that group, how do I see the group?
Don't you just click?
You could run it in a report,
So
or
I'll
you
have to
could,
do the report, right?
or else if you just clicked on it,
Nothing's happening when I click on it.
and like maybe do an edit or something on it, then it might show you the screen with everybody in it.
Nope, doesn't.
No, okay.
Okay, so let's go, and now we're going to publish, and it's a report and charts, all reports and charts. And we're going to say group. I don't see group. Let's see if we can find group in this. What happened?
You know, just like pick a pedigree chart or something. And if anybody's there, it's going to show up. If not, you do a custom report.
Okay. Well, let's see if there's something. What was I doing? I was publishing. Okay.
If you do a custom report, for sure, you're going to get something. Or if you do a place list, you know, another way you might be able to come up with it is off of a place list.
Okay. Place list. Okay.
And then just where it says,
All places. We don't want that. Nope. They don't.
yeah, that one isn't gonna, I was just thinking
That's not-
maybe that
yeah,
place
okay.
list would be a way that you could get that cemetery, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So now let's do.
Probably a custom report would be the quickest way.
Okay. We'll go back to custom report.
It seems awful
I thought we should
complicated
be.
for printing.
Once you have it written, it's really simple, because then you just change
Yeah.
whatever cemetery you're
But you
looking
should
at.
be able to print out the group list. You
You
really
should
should.
be able to print a
It's
group.
not a group, Teresa. It's not a group, it's a cemetery.
No, it's a group list.
No, I created a group. I have a group that says Doug's
Oh,
List
okay, okay, I was
and one
thinking
that
like a
says
group.
Chapman. Yeah, it's a group. So, create or select a report. Add. There's a video webinar on working with groups, and maybe that's what we're going to do. I don't want to do that. That's a header. My whatever.
No, oh, that gets a little.
My okay. Okay.
So everything I've ever seen groups, it'd be like a family group sheet or something like that.
No, we should be. Okay, Doug, I'll check it out because there's got to be a way to just very simply print a group. You
Yeah,
just-
it
you
seems
you
like it.
should be able to. That just, it's making too much effort. I got a boxed part. I got, let's see, who was there, list, web tags, tasks, surnames, source list, research log, family group sheet, don't want that. Okay. We'll find it. There's got to be a way to do it. That's way too much effort. That's way too much effort. So if I go back to my people, I have a group. I have Doug. And that doesn't work. What's this? That's the family. Nope. That's the index. That's the history. That's the bookmarks, and this is the groups. We've created a group. The group's worthless to us unless we can find a way to print it off. So I'll check it out. I'll send you an email. If nothing else, we'll have it next month. Okay.
Well, right now I went to group tools.
Oh, are we in groups?
And
that's where I was just looking at the group tools also.
Okay, group tools. No, that's create, edit, and delete groups.
That's just how you fix it. And when I just went into help under groups, I don't see anything that talks about a group list.
print group list.
Yep, that's it. Okay, when, like I said, there is a whole list. We go home and we do webinars, and you won't get to see this because I'm going online now. Let's see if we've got something with groups. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in that one. Those are the short ones. I don't want that. Okay. Online help. Let's see what online help does. Working with people, facts, places, reports. Let's do people, groups. There's how to create a group, creating a group, simple group, rules group, refresh, adding a person, not a thing about how to do it. Okay, let's look at reports and charts. Select a report. Charts.
Oh,
Charts, form reports, narrative reports, custom reports, research reports, list reports.
Custom reports are
Lists.
not very hard to do.
No, but I just thought maybe there'd be here's list reports, fact lists, so forth and so on. It's not there. Okay. We'll find that by Jove. Narrative reports, charts, research. Okay, we'll find it.
Is there a wiki for RootsMagic?
This, but I'm not finding it. So,
Their help is almost like a wiki.
yeah, their help. If you go into, let's get out of this one and go
You
back.
just go into help off of the screen there, where your 3 dots are.
Yeah, but also this down here, when you open it up at home, help and support, they have online help, which is print, and then they have some webinars and some RootsMagic TV. Okay, they also have an online community, so you could go in there and just say, you know, under search, you could say printing groups, how to print groups, and see if that shows up. That's coming from other people. So we'll see what happens. So we had a 50-50 chance of getting this to work, but it didn't, you know, I mean, yeah. So find out what's going on. And we've been at it now for quite a while, an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm going to give up. I think it's time to give up and go home. But I will find some answers for John and for Doug, and we'll get that worked out. And I will also find out why my RootsMagic isn't working. So
You know what?
See what it's what.
I was just curious and poking around here, and I went into online communities and I went into RootsMagic, and there's a topic. Someone opened up a topic in there of husband and wife married twice to each other.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So
Repeat that if you would.
Yeah, going to online community,
So John, can you see my screen? It says online community right here.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Okay.
Go there.
uh-huh,
And so I click on that. Once I click on that, I've gone on, you can't see it. So I'll have to stop sharing and then come back to this. Just a minute
Okay.
here.
So once the next page opens up, click on RootsMagic.
Okay, just a minute here. So I'm going to come in. Oh, that didn't work.
Or I can
Share.
share.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Oh, here's community. I've got it here.
You got it?
Okay.
Okay.
So now it's taking a minute. There we go. So I've
Yeah,
done that.
Click on
It's
RootsMagic
magic.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
and then scroll down just a little bit. There's
Husband
right
and
there.
married twice to each
okay,
other.
yeah.
You are not the only person who has this issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Thomas married Miss Hathaway. They lived happily after had 5 children. They decided to marry again.
Yeah. Okay,
Same thing
That's
as-
not quite it. That's not quite it.
well, that will take me to the neighborhood,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the same type of a,
yeah.
Here it is. Parents married. No, that's not it.
but going through there should give you some clues on what to look for.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
This is where they actually were married twice. I don't want that.
well, it just seems to me sometime over the years, I've had that.
Duplicate marriage is showing up. Let's see. There's 24 of those. Same person, spouse of second person twice. Yeah. Marriage recorded twice. Okay. Yeah. So we got that. So that's an option. There were 2 people that wrote about that. Same
Okay.
person, spouse of second person twice. Okay, so they are kind of getting this. They got all sorts of Rogers in there twice, spouses in there twice. So yeah, so there might be
Good.
an answer. There might be an answer for you on that one.
I think that might be.
Okay, so I'm going to
Yeah.
stop sharing. Thank you,
And-
Stacy.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
yeah, it may not be your answer, but it's at least a start. See what happens. Okay.
It's as close as I am now.
And if you don't find your answer, you could post a question in there and open up a topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. You can do that. All right. Okay. Well, that's it for, I think, the month of August. I'm trying to think of what's coming up. IGS is having a book sale, half price. So they got a lot of books if you want to buy some. Fall conference is in October. The 2 women from Family Locket are speaking about Midwest archives and some things like that. They're doing a tour of Woodland Cemetery. You have to register for that because there's a limited number. So we go through that. What else is happening? I'm doing a class for Ankeny on the new, what am I trying to say? Full text search and so forth at for the Ankeny Genealogical chapter this fourth Monday of this month. So if you're around and about, you could stop by for that.
At the library.
The Kirkendall Library.
Yeah.
From 6. Gathering starts at 6. The class starts at 6:30. And then in September, we are having a presentation on the final salute, which is the project that works with funeral homes when they have unclaimed ashes. They started primarily working with veterans, and but they do unclaimed civilians and unclaimed children, which I think is heartbreaking. They try to find a family member to see if they would like the ashes. If not, if it's a veteran, they arrange twice a year for burial out at the veteran cemetery for the veterans. And then for the civilians and the children, they do a burial once or twice a year out at Avon. So, Dennis Allen is very involved in that, and the woman that's in charge of Hamilton Funeral Home. So he's going to do a presentation on it and talk about all the things they do, including the genealogy they have to do in order to try to locate living members of the family. So it's a really neat program. So it's well worth making the trip up to Ankeny and watching him. And it's free. You can come in and see whatever you want. So that's what's going on right now. That's the end of it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, go home. Go have fun at the fair, whoever's going to the fair. So see what happens. And
Thanks, everybody.
get your salsa made, John, with
Okay.
no, well,
Don't-
John Terry's making salsa, but he got a little carried away with the jalapenos.
If you're a senior citizen, don't take a 14-year-old grandson to the fair. You're gonna lose.
Ran you into the wall, into the floor, did he? I have to tell a story about a friend of mine who years ago, when her children were like 14 and 12 or 10 and 9 or something, 12 and 9, something like that. They went on ragby with their grandfather and they made it through the whole thing. And she said to her dad, "How did you keep track of them?" And he says, "That was easy. I kept the money." So he didn't have to keep track of them. They kept track of him, because if they wanted anything to drink or eat, they had to know where Grandpa was. So that's kind of what you have to do, Doug.
Well,
That's pretty good. advice.
He did a 2-hour football camp before we went, and he was
Oh
still,
my Lord, he was still going full tilt. That's
he was
great.
still going full tilt.
That's great.
And
Okay,
he-
well, we'll see y'all. Take care.
Oh, all right.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye, thanks.
Bye-bye. What's that? No. There we go.